In my previous video, I had explained you how to find average and RMS value of the different waveforms. So based on that, let us solve some problems. So the first question, it was asked in GATE 2014 ECA paper. So what is the RMS value of this particular waveform? See, we had seen the lengthy procedure, like the quotient of area that is under the waveform with respect to time, that gives you the average value, and RMS value is nothing but it is a root mean square value. That is, we are going to take the mean of the square of instantaneous value, and then we will be taking the square root of that particular thing. That gives us the RMS value of that particular waveform. But there is a simple method to solve here. See, since this is like, I will consider the total duration. Here it is 0 to t by 2. This is t by 2 means this is t by 2. So t by 2 means this is t. Okay, so we will consider this point as t on and this point as t. This is t and this is t on. So in this case, t on is equal to t by 2 and t is equal to t. Okay, so I will consider the first one. First is nothing but it is the triangular. It is triangular means RMS value of the triangular is always a by root 3 or Vm by root 3. So what is the Vm in this case? It is 1 by root 3. So to find this, you take XRMS whole square. XRMS square, that is equal to, first find the RMS value of this one. So it is 1 by root 3 whole square. RMS square into T on divided by T. T on divided by T plus this one, it is 0. So we are not going to find anything for that. So 1 by root 3 whole square. This is 1 by 3. What is T on? That is T by 2 into 1 by T. So it is equal to 1 by 6. This is XRMS square. To find XRMS, we will take the square root of this, that is 1 by square root of 6. So this will be the RMS value of this particular waveform. So you will take the XRMS square, then go for this first part. This is the second part. So first part is triangle. So for sawtooth or any triangular waveform, RMS value is Vm by root 3. So take the square of that into T on by T. So this will be T on, this one will be T. So take the value, you will get 1 by square root 6. So if you find it using the integral, that is a normal procedure, then also you will be getting the same answer. So next we'll consider this. First we have to find the RMS value of this voltage, and then we have to find the average power that is dissipated in the 10 ohm resistor. So VRMS is nothing but, see here also we have 2. This is the constant one. Here we have a sinusoidal, okay, like this. So this value is 10. So this VRMS square, that is equal to, what is this RMS value of this? It is Vm by root 2, right? So Vm by root 2 whole square into, what is T on in this case? This is T on, this is T. So it is pi divided by 2 pi plus it is 0. So it is equal to, what is Vm? It is 10 in this case. So 100 by 2. Root 2 whole square is 2 into pi gets cancelled, 1 by 2. So 100 divided by 4, that is equal to 25. So we can consider VRMS is equal to square root of 25, that is equal to 5 volts. Okay, that is a VRMS. And average power which is dissipated in the resistor, that is equal to VRMS into IRMS, or V square RMS divided by R, or it is also equal to IRMS square into R. Actually, the average power can be written as VRMS into IRMS into cos theta. In case of resistive circuit, V and I both are in phase. Therefore, theta will be equal to 0. So, cos 0 is equal to 1. So, we can write it as VRMS into IRMS. So, here they have given the value of resistor, that is 10 ohm, and we have found out the value of VRMS, that is 5. So 25 divided by 10, that is 2.5 watt. So this is the power which is dissipated in the resistor. Next let us take this third waveform. In this third waveform, we have to calculate both the RMS value and the average value. So to find the RMS value, first I will take the square of this, XRMS square. So first part is this and second part is this. So first part, it is a square. Okay, so sorry, it is a rectangle because it is 1 here and here it is 4. So what is this RMS value of this waveform? That will be A divided A square, right? RMS is equal to A. So it is A square into T on by T. T on is 1, 2 is T. So 1 divided by 2. Next, if I consider this triangle. So what is the RMS value of that? It is A by root 3. A in this case is minus 4. So minus 4 by root 3 whole square into T on by T. So that is equal to 16 divided by 2, and here it is 16 divided by 2 into 1 by 3. So this is 8 into 4 by 3, 32 by 3. So XRMS is equal to square root of 32 by 3 volt. Okay, this is RMS value. Next, if we want to find the average value, we can consider the area of this plus area of this divided by the total duration. So what is the area of this? Average value of x of t. So it is nothing but area is 4 into 1 plus what is the area of this triangle? Half into base into height. Base is 1 to 2, that is 1. Height is minus 4. What is the total duration? It is 2, 0 to 2, right? So 4, this is minus 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 1 volt. So this is the average value of this waveform. Okay, so just remember, for any waveform like this, okay, you can find XRMS square, then take the first part, find the RMS value of that, square it into T on by T, then take the next part, find the RMS, then square into T on by T. Okay, that will give you XRMS square. Then take the square root of the answer, you will get this RMS value of the waveform. Next, let us take the fourth problem. So they have given this waveform. X of t, and the value here, it is 10 amperes. This is I of t. This is minus 5 amperes, 0, 2, 4. This is t. Okay. They have considered a resistor here. This is R. Here it is I of t. This is V of t. What is the value of R? That is 10 ohms. Find the power which is dissipated in this 10 ohm resistor. So it is nothing but we can consider I square RMS into R. This will be your average power, right? You know the value of R. So it is equal to 10 IRMS square. Now we have to find IRMS square. That can be directly found out, right? You know that is I of t. So IRMS square, that is equal to, take the first part, take the second part. In this case, T on is 2, T is 4. T on is 2 and T is 4. Always consider one part, one cycle. Okay, so that will be, this will be T, this will be T on. Okay, that I have to write down. Now take this. What is RMS value of this thing? That is A. 10 square into T on by T. Here it is minus 5 whole square 2 by 4. Okay, so this is equal to 1 by 2. If I take 1 by 2 outside, it is 100 plus 25. So this is equal to 125 divided by 2. 125 by 2 is IRMS square. So P average, that is equal to 125 by 2 into 10. So this is equal to 625 watts. P average is 625 watts. Next, let us consider another waveform. Here they are given you V of t. This is 4. This is -2. This is 0.1. This is 0.2. And it goes on till infinity. Find the RMS and power which is dissipated in the 10 ohm resistor. Okay, so here in this case power average will be equal to V square RMS divided by R. So V square RMS divided by 10. So we have to find V square RMS. So that can be found out using this waveform. You know VRMS square, that is equal to, in this case, T on is equal to 0.1, T is equal to 0.2. So T on by T, that is equal to 0.1 divided by 0.2, that is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, I have found out this. Now it is easy to find out the V square RMS. So what is the RMS value of this first part? This is the second part. So 4 square into 1 by 2. RMS value of this is -2 whole square into 1 by 2. So 16, 1 by 2 I will take outside. 16 plus 4, that is equal to 20 divided by 2, that is 10. So P average, that will be equal to 10 divided by 10, that is equal to 1 watts. So this is how we will find out the RMS value. So if they just ask you what is the average value, the RMS value of this, then we can write VRMS is equal to square root of 10 volts. Okay, if they give you this circuit and if they ask you to find the power which is dissipated in the resistor, then go for this formula. Go for this formula. The R, it may vary. Okay, they may give you 100 ohms, 20 ohms, 40, 50, anything. Just go with this formula. You will get the P average. Just remember cos theta is equal to 1 in this case. Therefore, we have VRMS into IRMS, that is equal to P average. So if they give any waveform like this, you can solve using this simplest method, finding out the T on T and calculating the RMS of the first one, calculating the RMS of the second one. Just take the square of the RMS values. Okay. In this problem, you have to find the average power which is dissipated in the 10 ohm resistor. So in this case, we can consider this as T on, and here this is T. So this is the first part, this is the second part of the waveform. So this is triangular, okay, and here you have to apply, that is what is the RMS value, it is A. In this case, the RMS value will be equal to A by root 3. So if I consider VRMS square, that is equal to, what is RMS? I said A by root 3. What is the value of A? It is 1. So 1 by root 3 whole square into T on by T. T on is nothing but it is 1 divided by 2. T is 2. So plus the second part, it is A, RMS value is A. So A square, that is nothing but 1. 1 square is 1 into T on divided by T. So this is equal to 1 by 2 common. This becomes 1 by 3. 1 by 3 plus 1 is 4 by 3. So that is equal to 2 by 3. That is V square RMS. Now we have to find the average power that is dissipated in the 10 ohm resistor, that is equal to V square RMS divided by R, that is equal to 2 by 3 divided by 10, that is 2 by 30 watts. So this is the average power which is dissipated in the 10 ohm resistor. So similarly, if I get some equations for the current, if I write I of t is equal to, if I of t is equal to I naught sine omega t, what is the RMS value of this current? Then we can consider this as IRMS, that is equal to I naught by square root 2. You know, if it is sine omega t, or if it is sine whatever the value is, like m omega t, or if you have the phase shift plus n phi plus or minus n phi, whatever it is, in this case you will be having the RMS value that is equal to A divided by root 2. So it is I naught by root 2. So now find the RMS value of I naught plus I1 sine omega t. So in this case, you have a DC term here. This is the DC term, and here you have a sinusoidal. So DC term, for that you have I RMS, that is equal to I average, that is equal to the value of I. Okay, so RMS value will be equal to average value. So in this case, RMS is equal to I naught. And in this case, IRMS will be equal to I1 divided by root 2. So when you have the sum of this terms, then that time you have to take the... So to find the RMS value of this, which consists of the addition or the sum of two or more terms, then we take the IRMS, that is equal to, we will take the square root, and then I will take the square of the IRMS, that is RMS value of this, and square of RMS value of this. So what is the RMS value? That is I naught, so I naught square. Then what is the RMS value of I1 sin omega t? That is I1 by root 2. So I1 by root 2 whole square. So this is equal to square root of I naught square plus I1 square divided by 2. So this can also be written as I naught square plus 0.5 I1 square. So this will be your RMS value of the current. I is equal to I naught plus I1 sin omega t. So now let us consider an example. I is equal to I naught cos omega t plus I1 sin 2 omega t plus I2 cos 2 omega t. So now we have the sum of three terms here. You know this is a sinusoidal, right? Sinusoidal terms. That means you will be having RMS value, that is equal to Vm divided by root 2. Okay, whatever the phase shift may be, and whatever it is, like if you have 1 or if you have 2, 3, 4 cos omega t, whatever the value is, you will be having Vm by root 2 as RMS value. So now we can consider what is RMS. So this is the square root, right? Square root. So what is the RMS value of this? That is I naught by root 2. I naught by root 2. Now I have to take the square of that. So it is I naught by root 2 whole square. And here it is I1 by root 2. So I1 by root 2 whole square plus I2 by root 2 whole square. So this can be written as I naught square plus I1 square plus I2 square divided by 2. The square root of this one will be your RMS value of the current. RMS value of the current. Now, if they give I is equal to root 3 sin omega t plus cos omega t, what is the RMS value of this current? So, what is the RMS value of root 3 sin omega t? That is root 3 by 2. And here it is a by root 2, so it is 1 by root 2. So RMS value, that is equal to square root of root 3 by 2 whole square, that is 3 by 4, and 1 by 2 root 2 whole square, that is 1 by 2. So here it is 3 plus 2 divided by 4, that is square root of 5 by 4. Square root of 5 by 4. Sorry, it's a root 3 by root 2. Root 3 by root 2. So it is 2. Then you have 2 here. 3 plus 1 is 4. Square root of 2 will be the answer. It is 1 by root 2 into a. So a is root 3. So root 3 by root 2. Next, let us take another one. E is equal to 8 sin omega t plus 6 sin 2 omega t. Here, what is the RMS value? It is a by root 2, 8 by root 2. Here it is 6 by root 2. So, ERMS is equal to square root of, what is RMS value? So, 8 by root 2 whole square plus 6 by root 2 whole square, that is equal to 64 plus 36 divided by 2, that is square root of 100 divided by 2 is 50. So it can be written as 25 into 2. So square root of 25 is 5. So 5 root 2 volts. This will be the answer. Next is I is equal to 5 plus 3 sine omega t. I is equal to 5 plus 3 sine omega t. This is the DC term. So RMS value will be equal to this value, or average value also is equal to this. So square root of what is the RMS value? 5. So square of that. This is the sinusoidal. So what will be the RMS value? A by root 2 whole square, 25 plus 9 divided by 2. So this is square root of 59 divided by 2 amperes. This will be the RMS value. Next is I is equal to 5 sine omega t plus 30 degree. So in this case, whatever the shift may be, whatever the coefficient of omega t, we will be always having RMS value is equal to A by root 2. So that is 5 by root 2. This is the answer.